It is September 8th, 2022, and the big international news today is it is the day that Queen Elizabeth has passed away. On my backdrop here, I have this coin from about a decade ago, a commemorative coin, which I found at a recent show, and this one was produced a decade ago in 2012. Took me a while to figure out exactly where it was made, but it has this look of the way that crowns used to appear in Britain. I don't know when this video is going to post, but I might post it right away, or I may post them in the order that I make them. But today we have a coin lot that came in from eBay. This is one that it's almost a 1 pound lot that I had bookmarked a while back, and for a couple of weeks, and after thinking about it for a while, I decided to finally pick it up. I don't like paying more than about $10 a pound for coins, but on eBay, to get just 1 pound, you're going to have to pay a little bit more than that usually. This one was $17, and I picked it up because I eventually chose to pick it up because it had a lot of coins from countries that really aren't seen as often as usual. So a typical lot of coins are going to have, well, with the subject of the day, we're usually going to have a lot of coins with Queen Elizabeth on them. Whether it be British pennies, Canadian pennies, and their other currencies. And this lot seemed to have not really as many of the common coins that we typically see. And just looking on the bag right here, of course, I couldn't see everything in the lot since it was just a bunch of coins in a pile. Let's take a closer look. What I'm going to do is dump them all out on the table here, and then we're going to take a look. I'll go ahead and pull out something that is common. Here's a German tin Pfennig. Let's go to a bimetallic coin. That looks like Morocco from 2002. I certainly don't have as many coins from them that are this recent or bimetallic. So 5 of whatever their currency is. Then this one has been catching my eye. I do not know where that's from. This, the closest thing it reminds me of is a coin from Bosnia-Herzegovina with the kind of the slash going down through it, but they use our alphabet, and that is not our alphabet, so that one is a mystery. I'm going to set this one aside right there to try and figure it out, and I've got another one right here. So here's our first coin with Queen Elizabeth on it. Going to be one of the most recent, I guess that was the final portrait of the Queen that appeared on currency, and I am interested to see when the King Charles coins come out and what they look like. Not that I was rushing for them to be available, but I've always wondered what it would be like for the monarch to change, since that never happened in my lifetime. Next up, let's go to I believe this is a coin from Ukraine. It's I think it's the one, I thought it was the hryvnia, but I don't know if that's what that says in Cyrillic at the bottom of that coin. This is more similar to the what I'm used to with Ukrainian coins. Most of the ones that are less than a hryvnia, their kopecks have a design a lot like this. And they haven't changed much since they broke away from the Soviet Union, so they've had a very similar design for 30 years. And see, this one is one of the first years they issued these in 1992, and it still has a very similar design. Sometimes they changed up the metal in them, but Here's another one of them. I hope we don't, so far I'm seeing some good coins that I don't see as often, but we've already seen some duplicates in here. I believe this is going to be a Canadian dime with the blue nose, 1987. From Norway, 5 kroner, 1998. So that's a nice pickup. Here's another one from the country I could not identify earlier, except this one is bimetallic. 2006. That last one was a 1, and this one is a 2. Not sure if that little circle down there is going to make it easier for me. Okay, curiosity is getting the best of me. I'm going to pause the video and figure out where these are from. So this is going to be from the Republic of Georgia, and I have coins from the Republic of Georgia, but I cannot remember off the top of my head what they look like. So I definitely did not have those. Maybe this is a little bit more familiar. This is, okay. I do recognize having one of these, 1993. So I remember having the I guess that the swirling pattern right there in the middle. So I guess that is some kind of, well, usually you see lions on a coin like this. I don't know what that animal is. But it's interesting to see these, certainly a lot of coins that we don't see as often here. Here's another, here's the 10. So we have the same animal, except this time someone's riding it. When I bought this lot, I was guessing it wasn't someone that oftentimes dealt with foreign coins. Maybe they just happened to visit a lot of foreign countries, or these specific countries, and this was just their leftover pocket change. Let's go back to one from Morocco, and it literally is a 1 from 2002. Then from Germany, we have a 1 mark. From Somalia, I've found several of these recently. This aluminum coin, where they have the denomination in 2 different languages, 5 shillings and 5 scalini, and it has an FAO elephant on it. 21st century food security. From Sweden, we have this 50 ore coin from 1978. Here is an Arabic coin. This is going to be a denomination of 250. Their 2 looks like a backward 7 with kind of 2 points to the top of it. Their 5 looks like that 0 or a raindrop, and their 0 is that little diamond. So since it's got a tree on it, I'm guessing this is from Lebanon. And it even has a date using our calendar of 2012 there at the bottom. So 250 livres from Lebanon, or they call themselves Lebanon, and has small letters, Bank of Libya there in the middle. I saw another coin that's probably from them. Okay, this one seems very familiar, except this one's going to be a 500 from the year 2003. Their 3 looks like a 2, except it just has an extra little scoop at the end, so it has 3 points at the top. So yes, 500 livres from the Bank of Lebanon. And even though that's worth more, it has, I think it's less interesting of a coin. Here's a coin from Czech Republic, otherwise known as the Czech Republic, 1993. To Czech koruna. Here's another of the same coin. May have found a third one. This was the 1 koruna from 1996. I think I found another 500 on here of same year, even 2003. And maybe finding some more. There's another 500. Looks about the... Yeah, I think that's the same. Another 250. Looks the same. Here's another of these Georgia 1 coins. Another of those. Another from Ukraine. Another from Ukraine. Several from Ukraine here. Another. That one from Czech here is the 5 koruna. Lots of duplicates, but they are good duplicates, I would say. Going to dig through here a little bit more. Here's another 50 kopeck from Ukraine. This one's a little bit shinier than the first one we picked up. And that one's from 2018, so it's fairly recent. This one looks like another from Lebanon, another 250 from 2009, still similar design. Another 500. Let's see, here's another one from Georgia. I don't know if it's the one we've seen yet or not. And I cannot pick that one off the table here. Okay, that one's another 10. And okay, there's another Ukraine 1, another Czech 5. Another Morocco 1. Okay, I think I have found everything that we've already seen so far out of this lot. Here is a British 2p. Good amount of luster still left on that one. I've been eyeing this one for a while. And this really was the one in the listing where I thought to myself, I have never seen anything like this. And I wanted to know what this one was. So it's probably going to be one of the countries that we've already seen today. And okay, that one's going to be from Morocco again. But to have the 10, we've got some kind of fort or castle, something like that. A couple of palm trees and etched. The circle there at the bottom has a pentagram kind of etched into it. So I see a date of 2016 on that. So I think that one is pretty neat. We've got, this one's different. This one is a 10, very well worn. But I can tell it's not the same coin. It's just incredibly well worn. Let's move on to this one. Must be another one from Georgia. Another design I do not recognize. But I could see how this is probably of the same. Looks like the crest here is the same of some of these others. And this one even has some edge lettering. But the edge lettering is not in a language I can read, so I'm not going to know what that one says. I saw some coins from Mexico. Let's go ahead and take a look at these. This is a fairly common 50 peso from 1985 with Juarez on it. Here's a coin that is currently in use, a 20 centavo from 2000. Although they may have reduced the size of those to look something more like this 10 centavo. Yeah, I think they still make these, but smaller. Here's another Czech coin. This is a 10. I don't like the design of this one. It has this castle on it. And when I find these, it almost looks like there's, They almost look like a subtle bimetallic coin to me. Everything inside the letters seems to be a slightly lighter color. I don't think it is bimetallic, but they always end up looking that way for some reason. See, here's another of the Georgia 1s. That's good. Another 50. Here's a 20 I don't think we've seen yet. Also from, probably going to be from Georgia. It looks like some kind of, maybe that's a reindeer or something, some kind of something in the deer family. And looking for things we haven't talked about yet. Okay, here's a pretty standard 1 franc coin from France. So this one's 1964, not silver, from United Arab Emirates. This one is almost uncirculated. Has a pretty good, I wonder if this was a proof at one time. It's more mirror-like, but it looks like it was put into circuit. Well, it's just fairly new, maybe 2013. That one has some pretty good shine to it. I saw another one in the stack here that, here it is. I had this coin also, but this one might be an upgrade, 25 fills or whatever they use, and I think that's a springbok is the animal on this coin. From South Africa, 2004. Their coins over the last 25 years or so, every year has different writing on the side. They do speak multiple languages there. So, Isewua Africa, Afrika to Shipimbe for 2 rand. I believe that's an antelope on it. Up next, we've got some coins from India. Here's a 2 rupee from 2011. Even their modern coins seem to be well worn. Oftentimes when I find them, always like this the 1 rupee with a thumbs up on it. The 2 rupee from this design had like a peace sign on it. So this is from the 2008 design, and I saw here's a 2 from a different year. A little bit older, 2001. They had a commemorative of the national integration. They had this on the 2. I've also seen it on the half rupee. I believe this 5 is also from India, 2001. Again, even though it's only a little over 20 years old, it's very well worn. This is quite a thick coin, though, I see. Here's another from India. Here's the 2. So here's like the thumbs up earlier, but this time we've got the peace sign, or just give me 2. A couple more British coins here. We have the 20 pence. $19.99 design. (2008). By this time, they switched to the Royal Arms background, where if you had one of every coin, they almost fit together as a puzzle to, don't remember which side's up. I guess that side is up because we see the back of a lion. You put all their circulating coins together, and it forms the shield of the country. Here's another one that does not have corrosion to it. (2014). Next up, we have one from Saudi Arabia, 25. I think their coin is the Halaru. Has the Arabic date on it. 1394, I think. But the Saudi Arabian coin has these 2 swords, the palm tree over it, with a lot of Arabic writing that I can't read. Here is a British There was a British 50 pence, but I dropped it. Here we go. Reduced size to what you might sometimes see. This one's from 2001. They have a design that reminds you of the old copper pennies with the Britannia and the shield. $19.99, 1 penny. Another of these Czech tin koruna. The KC, I believe, stands for Koruna of Czechoslovakia. That one's in nicer shape than the other one that we saw. Here's next Queen Elizabeth coin. Hong Kong, 50 cents, 1973. Another Georgian coin. We've seen a couple of those by now. Okay, from Spain, I believe this is going to be a 5 peseta, 1975. Pretty common. I believe this one is from Iceland. Got the 1 koruna with the fish. Ein krona from, it looks like island, but it's Iceland, 1995. Seen those already. Here's another South African coin. Different writing on it. Of course, it is smaller, so you can't put as much on here, but it says Zanzi, Africa. $0.10 with that one big corrosion spot on it. Here is a €1 cent. That one's going to be from Netherlands with Queen Beatrix. Next up, we have a coin from 1999. I believe this is going to be the Netherland Antilles. 25 centimes. Yes, from the Netherland Antilles. That's better known as Morocco today. And a couple other nearby territories. This one's in better condition than the first one. It's up to 2003. And then our next last coin, this one is from Sweden. I believe this is a 1 kroner of Carl XVI Gustav, 1977. 1 kroner, and yeah, that's a very 70s design of the face. Then our last coin today, one final monarch from that region, Norway, King Harald V, on 20 kroner. 2002, and it has the end of an ancient boat on it. All right, I like this lot because it had a lot of different things than we normally see, and so maybe too many duplicates of those coins from Georgia, but that makes for some pretty good trade coins, I would say. I am interested to see what happens with coins from Britain. I'm sure they're going to have an engraver come up with a new design for King Charles here in the next few months. I'm sure they're not going to just hop right into it, but it'll also be interesting to see if places like Canada, Australia, New Zealand, if they keep the British monarch on their coins. And I've heard rumblings that they wanted to distance themselves from Britain. They wanted to show their own sovereignty, but Queen Elizabeth was so beloved that they weren't in a hurry to go out and do that right away. So, yeah, this particular piece that I'm holding, I picked up for just $3 about a couple of years ago from a dealer that bought a whole lot of things to get one item, and he sold off everything else for well below value, and I was lucky enough to pick them up. But just there's some good numismatic history of Queen Elizabeth that is in the frame right here. If you want to go ahead and pause that, I figured now is a great time to highlight that. Prince Philip passed away not that long ago. Let's go ahead and look at this on the inside. So here's the front. Not much on the front. Here's the British logo for the Diamond Jubilee. And I think this was considered a token and not an actual circulating coin. At first I thought it was from Canada, but since it has the British mint on it, this is definitely British. And I don't think there's any other piece that opens up here. So yeah, from that was 10 years ago. We do. I didn't show the picture of Victoria. They're on inside cover. All right. Thanks for watching. And here at the end, I have a link to my other coin playlist. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye.